Greetings. I think I figured out the volume or issue. And but today we as usual, I am going to be working on the real life anime city model in Minecraft. So, if you guys want to help out with that, all I'm asking for is that you share. Simple as that. Let's see. Put myself on visual so I can see. Got to put myself on my phone. There we go. Turn my volume down so I don't get feedback. There we go. That gets a little confusing. I got to use my phone to see if you guys use comments. But yeah, I figured out the volume thing, and it was actually quite a slap in the forehead moment. Hello, Oz. Sorry about yesterday. I couldn't. Yeah, I remember you now. Um, I had to figure out the volume issue, and it was something of a slap in the forehead moment because what happened is I hit the mute on my laptop at some point, and it just, for some reason, it wasn't clicking in my head. Hey, maybe I should check the microphone mute button on my laptop. So I was going through I was going into OBS and checking on my settings in my laptop, and I was like, what the hell is going on? And I looked down, and because I was thinking, well, maybe I hit something, maybe there's something on my keyboard. I mean, finally it clicked in my head. I was like, oh, hey, there's a mute button. Let me try hitting that and see. I even deleted OBS and reinstalled a different OBS for some reason. I had a different one, and man, I was getting so frustrated. So I wasn't trying to be rude last night, for not answering you, Us. I actually was trying to answer, but yeah, I remember you. At least a little bit, anyways. Okay. I got Rustage on, if you can hear him in the background. Oh, no, that's no problem. You're all good. Uh, like usual, first order of business, farming. For some reason, my computer's doing a little bit of a lag. Uh, Rustage, my man Rustage, a nerdcore rapper. I don't know what's going on with my computer, but it is a little laggy. This is vanilla Minecraft, by the way. I'm trying to flatten this stuff out. Yesterday, I did work on a little bit. I flattened this. I dug this area out all the way to the monster grinder. Ah, sweet. That's cool. That's a whole lot more than I got. I got like 116, 117, something like that. Somebody else just hopped on too. Sweet. So something's going on with this. For some reason, It's not working. I'll eventually figure it out, but I want to clear everything out around it first, sort of like I've been doing. So yeah, yesterday I cleaned out a little bit of stuff over here. So yeah, you're a little over twice what I got as far as subs go. What content do you do? Roblox. I actually just reinstalled Roblox on my phone. I only really play the what's it called? Blox Fruit. I play Blox Fruit because I'm a big time One Piece fan. I think I only really hit like just 60th level, or I'm like mid 50s, roughly around 60, somewhere around there. Just got to where I could start buying the random fruit. So all I'm really doing in it at the moment is mob grinding, trying to gain experience. I'm actually glad you can hear me. You have no idea how frustrated I was with that. Me and technology don't get along very well. I thought I put this on rustage. What the hell is going on? Apparently it's uh actually I better not. There we go. Now it's on rustage. My man Rustage. He raps about all kinds of nerdy stuff. Uh the fruit that I'm looking for, and that there's actually two different fruits I like that I'm looking for. And that's because they have really good transportation and damage, and that would be uh the lightning fruit or the fire fruit, flame fruit. I think the lightning fruit is the gura gura. There's like a guro, and then there's a gura gura. Uh, so I'm not 100% on that, but I think it's gura gura. Yeah, it. But see, one I know you. Nice. I know you're. It would you'd be trying to be nice about it, but for me it's all about the thrill of the hunt. It's about trying to get it myself. uh and that is really awesome. That is, having a awakened of both of those, man, that would be so cool. But for me it's about the thrill of the hunt. That's why I'm not too bothered about doing all this in survival, even though I know it's gonna take a long time, is because I see that. Is because I almost like the challenge. It can be super frustrating when you die and lose everything and all that, but it's not fun in God mode. I mean, if you can just do anything without any challenge, it's like, well, what's the point? This I can sort of see. Like, I would probably let somebody else. No, I don't like PvP. I'm not a type of person. Uh, that leads to toxic behavior in video games, and I'm just not about that. When I play video game, I'm in it to have fun. Uh, but there are people that really get into PvP, and that's great. I go for the PvE. Um, Dang, I didn't get him. I only got 48 wheat. Uh, yeah. Probably because there's usually somebody that's a lot stronger than you. Uh, oh, there always is. Plus, the Buddha fruit, I imagine, isn't the best one. Like, I don't mean the best one as in power levels or like ranking. I mean the best one is in uh overall, like utility, uh area of effect, damage output, defense, that kind of stuff. Plus you also have to factor in hockey and all that. So it's understandable. It seems like there's always going to be somebody that's better at PvP. I'll leave this here. Time to rearrange my boxes. Is good egg. Yeah, if I remember seeing YouTube videos in the past, they actually mentioned that Buddha was good for the grind. Uh, I like the I like being able to not get hit. So having the Logias are really good for that. Because then I can just grind by not getting hit. But um, the biggest thing I like about in Roblox, anyways, is the transportation abilities of the lightning and the fire. It's really nice to be able to transport really quickly around places when you're in Blocks Fruit. Let's see. Kitsune. I actually haven't seen Kitsune. Um, so I think that's like the best one, or it's supposed to be the best one. But I don't know really what it looks like. I think it's been a year, maybe more, since I've seen YouTube videos on Blocks Fruits. So it's sort of skipped my mind as to what it actually, looks like, if they even got one, because that is one of those super rare types. Okay, next step after farming is a little bit of monetary value. Let's level up the farmer a little bit. It's because of the farmer that I mainly have the wheat. I would prefer carrots, but that, wheat's a good one for starting off. Where'd he go? But I made a mistake. I left my little brother alone with my iPhone, and he ate the fruit that has. Oh, that sucks. Whenever I get a fruit, even if it's something I want, the first thing I do is put it in my storage. Where's the farmer at? I actually have 2 fruits right now. The blade fruit and oh, he's like, "I'm right behind you, dum dum." Uh, I have the blade fruit and the spring fruit. I don't really want either one. Yeah, that would be one of those ones where you go, "Come on." Ah, shit, he leveled up. Let's see what he's gonna get. It might be the spin one. It might be that one. Somebody had given it to me at one point, so it very well could be. Bro, bro, that is not nice. Is that really what you're gonna offer me? I need to get some more people or some more I'm trying to lure these guys across. Uh I'm trying to lure them over there, but it's not like necessarily a priority at the moment. I'll see a couple of people, couple of the villagers hanging out at this. So I might be able to finagle a little something. Just make sure I didn't break nothing there. Because I have this. Oh. Make. What's up?
I had a whole batch of bananas.
Ah, thank you. I'm live streaming right now, just so you know. Okay. You're all good. I was just letting you know.
I was going to say, did you see that thing that did Frank send you, the thing about that guy in Roy that was in the military? He's 95 years old and he had been to 3 wars.
And
they gave him some kind of medal. And it was online, so he sent it to me because he knew it was from Roy. I don't know if he sent it to you or not.
Nah, he hasn't sent me anything yet. Yeah, I just figured. Do you know about the Roblox trend in backrooms? No, I don't know about the trend in the backrooms of Roblox. Yeah, I figured that party for Outback is going to be at 6. So I'm going to have to leave here like 4:30-ish.
Yeah, with all the weather out there.
That, and I also want to be able to get there, have time to make sure I know where I'm going and all that. But I can't look at my phone right now because that's what I'm using to read the comments. Started with a C, but it wasn't Corvallis. It was something else. But yeah, it's on my phone. I was gonna look it up just to make sure ahead of time. So I'll end up leaving just a little bit earlier. Did you see? You probably didn't see my streams last night, did you? I had one of those forehead slap moments earlier.
Why?
Last night I could not figure out the audio. I could not figure it out whatsoever. And I was trying everything, and it was like you couldn't hear me on the live stream or nothing. And I got frustrated and was like, okay. I put it away, came in, worked on came in and did a little bit of work on Minecraft and hopped off without streaming. And today I came back in and got on and was like, holy crap, it still ain't working. What the hell? Was going through stuff, trying to look in my files and settings and all that, and could not figure anything out. And then I was like, okay, what is there something on my keyboard? Like, did I push an F button or what happened? And I looked down and there's a mute button on my keyboard, and I press it, and it turned back on. I even uninstalled the OBS app, the one that records and all that stuff, and thinking, okay, well, maybe I have to do some sort of update, or that's not on here, whatever. And it was a different type of OBS, so I got rid of it and installed a new one, and it still wasn't working. And I was like, what the hell? I was looking, and yeah, it was just I pressed a button on my keyboard, the mute button, for some reason.
Now from now on, you'll look at it before you start it.
If the volume's not working, yeah.
Well, doesn't it have a thing that shows you whether your volume's on or not?
Well, it said that OBS had access to it, but it didn't say nothing about being muted.
Because usually it'll have your sound looking thing, your stereo, and it'll have an X through it.
Well, yeah, normally you could see something like that, but it wasn't showing it.
That would have been my first thought, is look at the mute.
Oh, just so you know, Oz, I'm talking with my mom. She lives next door to me, so she came over to chat.
Bring you 2 nanners.
Bring me some nanners. He's been on a couple of the streams.
Did he ask who it was he was talking to?
No, I was just letting him know.
Uh-huh.
He was on last night as well, but he ended up going to sleep.
Oh, by the way, I got water in the bathtub again, just in case, because we're supposed to have high winds again.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we've been having our power outages lately because of weather. So, and the funny thing about it is the power went out just I want to say 10 minutes after I stopped streaming. The power went out.
The gods were on your side.
Yeah, something was. I took that as okay, I just need to hop off my laptop in case there's some sort of power surge.
Well, that's funny because I had put water in the bathtub before it even flickered yesterday, and the day before, because it was raining so hard and the winds were kicking up. And he says, how do you know to put water in the tub? Because he says, you better run back to put water in the tub. And I said, it's all right, done, dude.
It's just a matter of looking at patterns.
If it's snowing like a bastard, you know the things are going to go down. And
so, no, I don't play Clash Royale. So, a little FYI, the wind was super bad a couple of days. It was 80 miles an hour. And because we live up in the rural mountainous area, there's a lot of trees and stuff. And a lot of trees fell on power lines and stuff that day. And then yesterday, it went down because of the snow and rain. So.
And because we're on septic and well.
Yeah.
Have a pump to get water.
We're on septic and well, so we have to have power for our water. We do get a little bit at first, but that's mostly because of the pressure. Now as far as I don't normally play games on laptop. Like Minecraft is the only game I really play on laptop. But on mobile, I do play a few games, but not really any PvP type. I have Ark, Minecraft, backpack. There's a backpack one that I have. There's a few. I generally have a few at one time at any given time, and I sort of switch them out. Anyways,
Anyways, I'm gonna go check on CPR and go over to the house.
okay.
Gary's been sleeping since this morning.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna do this until I start getting.
Tired?
Well, I can't sleep because I won't have time to get any proper sleep.
Ah.
So I'll probably be playing this for the next hour or two.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go run back over to the house.
Okay.
I just brought your manners.
Thank you. But yeah, on my phone, I have what is it? Ark is a really good one. It's actually a dinosaur taming one where it's similar to Minecraft. Like you have your survival, gathering resources, and all that stuff, but you have to avoid dinosaurs, and you can also tame them. Then there's also Minecraft. I have Bedrock Minecraft on my phone. I actually prefer Minecraft on my phone for the easier access. Like I don't have a place set up specifically for my laptop, and I have to always bring it out and set it up. Whereas with my phone, I can just pick it up and play. So it's a little bit easier. Then there's also like a one of those backpack fighting games. I can't remember the exact name of it. Be careful. uh then there's Loop Dungeon is another one. That's Loop Dungeon's one of those AFK type games where you just hop on every once in a while, play it, and then it does its thing in the background. It's actually sort of a good one too. Let's see, what else do I have? There's like Haunted Castle or something like that. I can't remember the exact name of it, but it's where you lock yourself in a room and you try and defend your room. I don't play that one too often. There's My Singing Monsters. I haven't played that in a few years, but I keep it on my phone because it's one that my mom really liked. But I haven't played it in a few years. That one's a really fun, goofy one. If you like fun, goofy games. Hey, Luna. How's it going? I'm doing some terraforming at the moment because I need to flatten this out for 2,000 blocks. I'm trying to build a city in real life, and I'm using Minecraft as a model. Rather than trying to build one of those clay models, I'm going to try and use Minecraft. And right now, it's all in vanilla. Yeah, it's going to suck. But the thing about that is it's mainly because I'm technologically disadvantaged. But on top of that, I sort of like the challenge, the thrill of the hunt, if you will. The city that I'm going to build, I'm going to try and fix a lot of the bull crap that's going on in the world, if possible. I am limited. I'm trying to start a nonprofit at the moment. And that nonprofit's only going to be temporary. but it's going to launch the building of the city. And I'll eventually turn this into that. Eventually, being the key word. Don't fall. That's what crouching's for. Now, see, even though I'm crouching, if I was still pushing forward and jumped, I would fall. But as it is, I'm not pushing forward or anything. I'm just jumping. Whee! I have a quick elevator right here to get down. Ooh, I could use... I close this off, so up there. So putting a few torches down would be a good idea. We don't need stuff to spawn. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna continue digging out over there, but let's see what our chickens have for us. Pro. Nah, if I was a pro, I'd have a lot better system set up. That's just some water being placed. I do have seeds. Come here, Buck. Come here, Mr. Buck. And now we wait. As you can see, I'm fresh in this world because I'm getting the advancements. Let's see. Mr. Dirt. Yeah, for now, this is where I'm... Oh, and by the way, Oz, if you join my Discord, which is in my bio of my channel, you could join this world and help me if you wanted to. That's just if you wanted to, by the way. If not, I wouldn't mind a little help just by simply talking about what I'm trying to do and what I have been doing so far. Basically, sharing my... I doubt how... Oh. Yeah, I assume not everybody can. This is in Java, I do believe. So it would entail having to have a laptop or something similar. But not everybody can. Especially if it's somebody who's underage, their parents might not allow them to do that kind of thing, which I agree. It can be a dangerous thing, so you got to be careful. But that's why I also mentioned you could help just by mentioning what I've got going on, what it is I'm trying to do. That would be nice and helpful. I always make the assumption that somebody is either not going to be interested or can't do something that I'm asking. So I usually just am fine with whatever people can do. So how's your day been going? Oh, okay. Now I remember. Now that you mention that, now I remember you. Okay. It's been a little while since you'd mentioned that. I actually haven't seen that. Shoot, dang it. I wanna so probably the best way to make sure that I can see your video is by waiting till after the live stream's over and commenting, like leave a comment with the name of your channel. That way I can actually look specifically at that comment rather than having to go through this whole entire video trying to find it. I can look specifically at that comment and go, oh, okay, I'll look this channel up. Probably not the best to do like a link, just like type out what your name is and I'll check it out. Yeah, I remember you mentioning because you asked me you were thinking of doing like challenges and stuff, and you asked me how I would go, how the best way to go about doing that, and I was like, well, usually it's trying to push yourself somehow. Uh, yeah, I remember that conversation. I was outside actually uh, when we were talking about that. So yeah, I remember you now. Like before, I figured you were probably just on here chatting with me recently, but uh, I could imagine. I could imagine. Yeah, I personally have a sensitive taste, a sensitive tongue, mouth, taste buds, whatever you want to call it. Uh, when it comes to spicy stuff. So that kind of a challenge for me would be a bit difficult. It was a jalapeno. Jalapeno, yeah. Yeah, I like making goofy names for things sometimes. I like calling them jalapenos. Now what you really should have ate was the ghost pepper. Yeah. That's when you know you got some big cojones. When you eat the ghost pepper. They actually have like chips you can buy that are made from ghost peppers or something. It's supposed to be the spiciest chip in the world. That's what you should try doing. The one chip challenge, if I remember. That's the actual challenge name is the one chip challenge. Because uh I wouldn't suggest eating a ghost pepper without understanding that without knowing that you're possibly going to burn your tongue. Like literally your tongue will probably have blisters on it. So you got to prepare yourself for that. That's not just something you want to just jump into. uh But the one chip challenge though isn't, yeah. The one chip challenge, on the other hand, it's not as extreme as just eating like a straight ghost pepper, but it's you still gonna want to you're still gonna want to have a little bit of caution there when eating the ghost pepper, like having milk right next to you, or you know, just a little precaution. Okay, now I got it. I have enough stones. Boom, 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 boom. You could go online, like Google, and Google. Uh, how do I put it? The world's hottest chip probably would be what you would have to Google, or one chip challenge, and then one of those two things, and then go to the shopping part. I can't remember the name of what the actual chip's called though, so you'd have to sort of look it up. You could always look at YouTube channels that have done the actual challenge, and watch, so you know what you're getting into when you actually go to do it. That'll also show you what the brand name is, and you could always just Google the actual brand and have them send it to you. Don't lie, you ain't got a girlfriend. You're watching me. You're watching me. You ain't got a girlfriend. Don't lie. You ain't trying to impress nobody. Because I ain't had a girlfriend in a long time. You had it? You had one, yeah. We all had one at one point. Oh. Roblox. It doesn't count if if it's a girlfriend on Roblox. That's funny. For all you know, that girlfriend on Roblox could be a 40-year-old Indian from India. Yeah, you see how slow this is? This is going to be fun doing this for 2,000 blocks. Oh, and I've been getting, as far as the views go, I should have actually mentioned this earlier. I think my videos are getting roughly close to like 20 views. They're getting in the teens, and around 20 views. I actually think that's pretty cool. It's, even though it's, not a ton of people, that's more people than I thought was gonna be watching me do this afterwards. So it's actually pretty cool. How can me thousand vistas? What's that? How can we 1,000 vistas? Wrong thing, mistype. It's all good. I've been noticing it. I've been noticing that you've been having mistypes this entire time. So I've just been reading sort of in between the lines, if you so to speak. Essentially, I've been noticing that English isn't your first language, is at least is what it looks like. Nothing wrong with that. You know, if you're from another culture, that's great. It's actually sort of cool. It's nice to meet people from other cultures. Uh, I just been noticing and adjusting for the way that you've been typing. So, but that one I didn't understand. Vistas. Is it? I almost think that might be visitors. Is that what you meant? I almost all my videos get. Ah, cool. That's actually pretty cool. Good for you. It's likely the reason why the difference is because I do live stream. Uh, one of the reasons is because a lot of people don't want to watch live streams like this. It's unedited and it's boring, that kind of thing, and that tends to be what I focus more on because I'm not good with editing videos. I just don't ever get around to doing it in the first place. Oh, shorts. That's cool. That's actually pretty decent when it comes to shorts. Most of my time when I do a short, I only get probably like 100 views, maybe 200 views. I tried promoting one of my shorts, but it wouldn't let me because they don't. YouTube won't take my prepaid card that I use. I don't like giving out a ton of information, so I use a certain kind of prepaid card. Um, but I actually invented a One Piece sport in response to somebody else's video. His name is Shonen Showdown. He's actually a really decent guy, really decent content creator from California. Uh, Shonen Showdown said that he made a One Piece sport, and I just before that had told my mom I think I had invented a One Piece sport, but I haven't figured out how I want to present it. And I told her this, and I had been contemplating it for 2 weeks, and I even mentioned it in the One Piece wiki chat room. And I was like, the frustrating part is that I'd been dragging my heels on it. And then he comes out with this video saying, I invented a One Piece sport. I watched it and it was not a sport, it was a game. And he might try and make the argument that a sport is a game, but no. Monopoly isn't a sport. Poker isn't a sport. They're games. Yes, they're competitive, but they're not sports. I, on the other hand, actually invented a One Piece sport. And I did a live stream where I explained it. It's in my my live stream playlist. But you know, I haven't heard nothing from it. I tried promoting it so that I would be able to get the word about it out, but I haven't seen nothing from it. It wouldn't let me. When I show me face in shorts, YouTube does not let comments. That's weird. I wonder why. Like it maybe you have it shut off, like comment on your settings or something shut off. I don't know. Do you know that I can play Clash Royale and watch your stream? Oh, that's pretty cool. I think I've seen advertisements for Clash Royale. I've just never personally played it. That's pretty cool though. At least that way you got something to do while you're waiting for the in between pauses, right? And challenging. Let's see. I'm gonna need another one of these soon. And oh yeah, that's right. They don't allow that. But yeah, I actually I should put out another short. I also did it on TikTok as well. I actually called him out, and I added him in my short, but I haven't seen nothing. I thought you were already doing that. There we go. Dum dum dee. Actually, that could probably go over there. Get some dirt down. See, this is all going to be flattened out at some point. Okay. Yes. So this whole ravine is at some point going to get flattened out. I just want to get quite a bit of it. The stuff up here flattened out first before I go and cover this up, because I might be able to do like some sort of mine with some steps going down into the ravine or something later on. It's all good. I ain't no picky, however you want to say it. I ain't picky about how people watch my streams. If they want to do something else while it's going on, then that's great. The more people at least listen, the better. It's just the same. I don't have very many people on here. I like having the conversations. It sort of breaks up the monotony. But it looks like there is some other people on here, so hello, whoever else is on here. It's starting to get dark. don't know why I went and did that, because I'm going to need dirt here. Alrighty, let's see. Get this row here cut, shaved down. And then, boom. Now I have to keep my head on a swivel a little bit, because I've had the unfortunate luck of having a bunch of pillagers spawning nearby, sometimes almost right on me. And I have to go, what the hell is going on here? I would like to be able to get this side flattened out. I would like to get it even with that right there, just so I have some sort of symmetry, but that's a lot of work. Yeah, no kidding, huh? But yeah, this is going to end up being a lot of work. Oh, you lost in Clash Royale. And that's how games are. A lot of games nowadays are meant to be, though, is you lose and then you get stronger, you go back in, and then eventually you lose, you get stronger, you go back in. Let's see. I have Kappa. I remember. Yep, I do have Kappa. It's really nice. Yep, exactly. It's really nice that they did copper stuff. Whew. I thought I heard something. Okay. It's really nice that they finally did something with copper. It's so nice. I mean, you have no idea how much I like it. Oh, we got a bunch of copper. Looks like. 5 should work. Because 5 will allow me to get the majority of that copper while not going all out. I don't want to waste coal at the moment if I don't have to. It's not because I can't get more per se, like you can see here, but I am fairly limited, and as far as like exploration and that kind of stuff. I figured I'd let other people who came on did the majority of the exploring, gathering resources, that kind of stuff. But nobody's on here, so I have to do everything myself, and that takes time. You know that close to my house is a laundry to wash clothes and is like almost abandoned and tired of the laundry. Heard some noise, scary. Well, if it's abandoned, there very well could be that there's some homeless people living in it. Very well could be possible. You got to be careful about going into abandoned places. It always tricks me when it's noon. It always seems like things get darker. It's like it's not the shadow right there. I know that shadow is casting, but like it happens all the time. Even when I'm not near here. No. That was my backup. Okay. I'm going to eventually end up having a whole thing of storage stuff just lined up here. I'm trying to stick that there. Big laundry, abandoned, and we explored the place and nobody was there, and something moved by their own. Oh, yeah, I've seen a lot of videos of that kind of stuff, and it is super spooky, but at the same time, when some just like when somebody comes into your house and starts disturbing stuff and you're gonna cause a ruckus, same thing with ghosts. It doesn't matter if a person believes in ghosts or not, just like they say with God. Doesn't matter if you believe in God or not, they say. Well, same thing applies to ghosts. Doesn't matter if you believe in them or not. I need some more. Um, yeah, stuff usually happens at night when it comes to supernatural. Um, there's a few possibilities as to why that would happen. But essentially, my theory would be that it's not just because it's nighttime. It's because there's a emotional and mental heightened sense of in humans at night because they get spooked real easily. Um, and it's hard to see at night, so their imagination starts running wild and all that kind of stuff, which invites, I almost want to say, invites a supernatural type of um, invitation of a sort. It makes it easier, I guess you could say. My is that somebody did this, died and the spirit is in there. Well, spirit, the only difference between a spirit and a human is that one is alive and one is dead. They both have personalities, and if you deal with them correctly, handle them correctly, they won't mess with you, at least as bad as people think. It's when you start being disrespectful and, just going in and into a place and causing some sort of havoc or yelling and that kind of stuff, you get upset too. Somebody walked into your house and started yelling. So it's a matter of how you treat them. Now, just like in real life, you have people that you're not going to get along with, that are mean, that like to hurt people, that kind of stuff. But that's when you just simply avoid those. If you know you're dealing with something like that, just don't be around it. Don't be so stupid that you're going to risk yourself, not just physically, but spiritually, and those around you as well. Uh, just because you broke something doesn't necessarily mean doesn't necessarily mean anything bad per se, unless you purposefully, like, you're like, hey, if you don't show yourself, then I'm gonna break this, or like you're just uh or if you're trying to challenge them. Spirits don't like being challenged, just like humans don't like being challenged. I mean, after all, spirits were humans at some point, right? So you gotta interact with them like you would any other human. Well, I mean, that very well could have been why something came out. Something decided to show itself and say, "Hey, you think you own the place, do you?" Now, that doesn't that doesn't necessarily mean something's gonna haunt you, but generally, if something's when it comes to spiritual activity, if something is caught making noise, whether it's moving stuff or literally making noise or uh, whatever, it's generally because they're giving a warning of some sort. And it could have been that if you actually did break something, they were giving you a warning by showing themselves. Now, it's those vengeful spirits you gotta, watch out for. Because those are the type that it'd be like, oh, you broke something of mine, huh? Well, now I gotta break you. Those are the kind that you gotta really watch out for. That's one thing this is one thing that's nice about live streams is you never know what kind of conversation you're going to be having. Seriously, my TV froze. I just realized the music hasn't been playing. Stupid thing. I don't know why it keeps pausing. I'm not a big horror story type of guy. Like I probably know some, but it's one of those things where I'd have to put forth more mental effort than it's worth at the moment. Plus, my horror personality side was more like when I was a teenager, and that was a long time ago. Nah, I'm good on that. Besides, I also have to sort of focus on what I'm doing a little bit. I have a company party I got to go to in a little while. Um, it's a Christmas party, and it's like an hour's drive away, give or take. I got to leave early because it's snowing pretty hard outside. So, on top of that, I don't know exactly if I'm going to be working for this company uh, next year or not. We do wildland firefighting, but the company hasn't been getting a good rep these past few years. And I'm not the kind of person that likes to put his neck out when when the company owner themselves ain't doing the right stuff. It needs to be done. So I don't know if I'm going to bring that up to sometime during the Christmas party or not. Uh, Plus, I don't know exactly how I would bring stuff up. Because, yeah, things need to change, or else there ain't going to be too much of a company left uh, within the next few years. I predict. So I also have to put some mental effort towards that. Matter of fact, I'm gonna be hopping off soon. I'm starting to get turd. Man, I start having to make more of these because I'm getting more and more stone. I sort of want to at least finish a little bit more. Like I'll probably finish this row, uh, and then get ready to hop off afterwards. I have hypoglycemia or a form of hypoglycemia. I haven't got like specific uh, diagnosis on it, but it's a form of hypoglycemia. It's similar to diabetic, but the opposite in the sense that I can eat as much sugar and stuff that I want, but my sugar starts crashing. I start crashing. And given enough time in that quote unquote crash state, I could end up dying just like a diabetic could. Some people might mistake it as just being hangry, because once you get food in me, I'm fine. But it's real. That's not what it is. It's an actual medical thing. So that's why I tend to not do this for hours and hours at a time, because I don't want to start getting grumpy. I also start feeling like I'm drunk, even though I don't drink. I start feeling like I'm drunk, that kind of thing. So it also makes it harder to focus. Uh, so that's why I tend to leave it within a couple hours, give or take. I would like to be able to do some sort of marathon, but unlike other gamers, I'm on very uncomfortable old school desk, wooden desk, mind you, that was reupholstered by my grandma, and the seat is extremely uncomfortable. Um, I don't have room for a gaming chair or desk or anything like that. Um, I sort of have to improvise a little bit. So my legs can only take so much of sitting in this. It's mostly my. It's all good. It's all good. It's just a matter of circumstance. Um, but no, it's mainly like my left thigh, like the back part of my thigh, the hamstring part, is where I start really feeling it. Almost like, I want to say almost like it's not losing circulation on the back part of my leg per se, but just like feels weird, some sort of pressure. So I can only sit here for so long. It's also another reason why I like the mobile. On my phone, I can just lay down and play too. And that was my first attempt. Or my first try was doing realms through my Minecraft directly, but for some reason they won't take my prepaid card either. And I tried two different cards. I know they had money on them because I checked them ahead of time. Like the one had like 150, the other one had, I think it was like 300 or something. But they wouldn't go through. That was my first thing I tried, was going directly to Realms, setting up a server and stuff on Realms. But it is what it is. Anyways, uh, actually, you know what? I'm gonna do one last farming thing, so I have a little bit more to work with. Yeah, it looks like it's pretty much all mature. So I'm gonna do one more thing of farming. I gotta put that stuff away, and then I'm gonna hop off. That way, there's more later on. Where did I do that though? Oh, come on, I'm one stone off. One stone off. What is in the dirt hose? The dirt hose. What do you mean, what's in the dirt hose? I better get a few stones. Oh, wait. Are you saying dirt house? There, there is no dirt house. There's that house right there. And you might be thinking this right here. Yeah, you might be thinking this right here. This was a temporary house until I started flattening that out and I had more room. Then I stuck the temporary house over there. These are just directions. These aren't houses. I just started digging tunnels in the are you talking about this? If you're talking about this is what's called a mob farm. And things like zombies and skeletons and stuff are supposed to spawn up there, and then fall down here. And I'm supposed to be able to boom, boom, with a weapon. But for some reason, and I think it might be because this is spawn, like directly over spawn, I'm thinking they might not be spawning there. So I might have to move it like over by the river or something. Let's see. I'll get you a little bit of a closer look. So I think, yeah, I did get rid of those stairs. I had some stairs over here showing where the edge was. But you'll see little water drops here. That water pushes them forward down to the hole. Let's see. Get right here over on the corner. Let's see if I can, because I sort of have to try and look at it and fix it again, or see if it needs fixing or something. But make sure there's nothing spawning up here. Okay, so this is the basic layout of what the inside looks like. So we'll go, I don't know. So the inside is designed like this, right? I have it closed off so that it's dark inside, but I'm gonna make this multi-layered. So this is gonna have a bunch of layers to it. Essentially, what you do is you have water flowing down that way to the hole, and then you have I don't have any on me, but you have trap doors lining the inside here. And the mobs don't realize, they think they can walk over those trap doors, but what they do is they fall into the water and get pushed to the center. These are all where the monsters would normally spawn. It doesn't seem that they're spawning. Oh, that's why. That's irritating. This is irritating. I left an opening here, so you can see right there what I was talking about. They'll spawn there, and the reason they haven't been spawning is because light's getting in. That's frustrating. But it has to be totally dark in here. They spawn on these little platforms here because they think they can walk on these trap doors. They instead walk off into the water and get pushed down into the hole, where they fall down into the hole, and we're gonna cover that up because why not? They should start spawning down there now. I'm hoping. Let's see. I got to make sure to cover all our angles. Okay, they all are. Now I'm hoping they'll start spawning right in there and not up here, which is why I have the lights like away from the ground. I'm trying to keep them. Trying to keep this from having them spawn up here. I might have to move those torches. They might be giving off too much light. But theoretically, though, they should be spawning up there and then falling down here where I can gain experience and loot drops. I go boom, 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 you know. These slabs are here so that small things like baby zombies can't start, you know, attacking me, because that would suck. Once I get enough iron, I'm gonna make some hoppers, because some of them are just gonna die automatically hitting this, and they'll drop loot drops. So what I'll do is I'll make some hoppers and connect those to a chest, which would automatically gather loot. Like, let's say this was like rotten flesh and bones and so on and so forth. If I had hoppers going connected to the chest, it would automatically gather them, so I wouldn't even have to be over here. Oops. But it's all a matter of time. We'll see. Hopefully they start dropping. I think I should make... I should make these not dirt down here. I don't think stone would work, because creepers are going to spawn up there and they could explode. So I need to try and figure out something that's not going to cause them to explode. So far, nothing's spawning up there, which sucks, but it is what it is. It's just a matter of time till I figure it out. So I'm going to wait after... Let's see, do I have room? I do have room. After I sleep, I'm going to do some more farming, and then I'll hop off. Got bunk beds. I might have to get a new hoe after I'm done. It might break. Once I get enough carrots to really last a long time, like maybe a whole chest or something, I'll end up switching up my garden. Oh wait, I still need those, duh. I'll switch up my garden to being mostly this wheat, with probably a little... I've got enough potatoes. I'll probably do like one strand of carrots, because carrots are really good, especially if you combine them with gold. Obviously gold isn't a abundant resource right now, so I only really need like one line, maybe a box at the most. Whereas with potatoes, you have to actually bake potatoes. So potatoes have that extra step that I'm just not all that keen in participating in. Bro, what? Oh, you need to leave? No biggie. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Other people got their lives to give, so no biggie. Shout out to Oz though for hopping on. Don't forget to hop on to my channel later, Oz, and write in the comment what your channel is, the name of your channel, so that I could check it out later. Anyways, have a good day, man. Bye. I'll be hopping off myself a little bit, so it's not a huge deal. I just want to get some farming done before I hop off. I should actually probably do. Should probably do some planting before I get more seeds. Always go back and double check because I do the speed planting. Oop. I guess I'll keep that one there. It's always best to use a hoe when digging up plants, digging up your garden, because that'll give you the maximum amount of potential returns. Pam 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 paritikal ulbit vati barion tantiri rampran but balarukat vieted ikal hibad that dieten ikal dir alahum tranvir ikal hora brun van virin ikal huntantu kalbi. I should actually stick some there. Because that just didn't look right. Got a little bit of a decent haul on wheat this time. Oh, I almost brought the plants back there. They're not supposed to be in that box. They're supposed to be in this box. What box? Matchbox. 20, that is. I'm joking. Honestly, we don't really need more than a row of seeds. So I'm probably going to turn that into bone meal. Rustage's Whitebeard is on. I got to turn this up. My favorite song of his. My man Rustage. Hey, Goomba. What? Good old Whitebeard. That's the end of it. I like that song. It's probably my favorite song of his. Mainly because it's about my man, Pops, the GOAT and ultimate father figure. Mr. Farmer, what do you say? You like my wheat every day. Ya do do do. Oh, Mr. Farmer, please take my wheat, wheat, wheat. Do 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 do. I wonder why he's got discounts. That's anyway. Time to head back to my home and sign out. What, you want to go home, Baba? Huh? You want to go home? It's okay. You don't have to. My mom's dog is here. Okay, that's going to be that. Anyways, I hope you guys have a good day and share what it is that I'm trying to do. Trying to build a real life city, trying to help improve the way we live life. I'm open to discussions via Discord or in person, that kind of stuff. You know, I'm more of a vocal type than I am typing. It's a little bit easier for me to get information out that way. So, if you know anybody is interested, I hope you guys have a good day. Bye.